Hi. Is it possible that God's blessing could be location-based? Location-based meaning that you need to be at a certain place for you to realize the full extent of God's blessing. Hi, I'm the Christian Geek Dad. And on my channel, I talk about my Christian beliefs, geek stuff, and life as a dad. Recently, my family and I had to make a major move. We were staying at a place for at least 18 years, and most of my kids, actually all of my four daughters, grew up there. That's the only home that they knew. But because of certain circumstances, we had to move out. To be honest, it was a very difficult thing for us emotionally, even financially, because it wasn't really something that we were planning on. We loved the place, we loved the location, we built a community around that area, but because of circumstances, we had to move out. And so we looked for one place after another, but nothing seemed to fit. But then God took us to a place where, because of His abounding grace, because of His love for us, that's really where we realized that this is the place that He wants us to be, and this is a place where He can pour out His blessings. Reading from the book of Genesis in chapter 12, we see the call of Abram. This is Abraham before God changed his name. Previously, he was known as Abram. And in chapter 12, we see that Abram was called by God to go to a certain country. Let's read starting from verse 1. Now the Lord said to Abram, "Go from your country and your kindred and your father's house to the land that I will show you. And I will make you a great nation, and I will bless you and make your name great so that you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and him who dishonors you I will curse, and in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed." So we can see here that God said to Abram, go from your country, meaning leave the country that you've known, leave the family, leave the routine, leave everything that you've known for so long, and go to a place that I will show you. And in that place, I will bless you. I will make you a great nation. I will bless you and make your name great so that you will be a blessing. So in the story of Abraham, we can really see that the blessing of God is based on a certain location. I'm not saying this will always be the case, but sometimes He will pull you out of where you are so that He can bless you where you will be going. God could have said that, no, don't go anywhere, just stay put, and I will pour out my blessing, make you a great nation, and you will be a blessing to those who bless you, so and so forth. But not in this instance. God said, get out from where you are, go to a place, I will tell you along the way where you're going, and when you get to that place, that's where I will bless you. So in this instance, God's blessing is location-based. Another example of God's blessing being based on location, we can see from the life or the story of the Israelites who were previously in Egypt. You know that story? No, with Moses and the plagues and the judgment of God upon Egypt and their gods. Because the miracles that happened there, the Egyptians or Pharaoh decided to let the people go. So from Egypt, they traveled all the way from Canaan. Yes, they transgressed, they did so many sins, they angered God multiple times. That's why they had to spend 40 years in the wilderness. But eventually, when they did get to the Promised land. When they reached the promised land, that's where God started to bless them exceedingly. And you can tell, that's why it's called promised land, because that's where the blessing is. The blessing resides in a specific location, location-based blessing. I'm not saying that this will always be the case, but in certain circumstances, yes, it does happen. So who am I talking to right now? You might be in a similar situation. You were in a place where you grew up in, you were there for so many years, maybe even decades, but now you are forced to get out and go to a place that's new, that you are not familiar with. Things are crazy. Honestly, moving out is such a burden. It's so difficult. It's packing everything up, making sure that nothing gets left behind. You have to pack everything, and then when you get to your new place, you have to unpack everything again. It's such a pain. It takes so much of your time, so much of your energy. But if you are in a similar situation where you were forced to get out of where you were before, and now you are in a new season, in a new place, know this. This could be a season where God has taken you from where you were before to where you are now so that He can pour out His blessings upon you. So if you put your faith and trust in Jesus Christ, just know this in your heart that He will never leave you nor forsake you. That's His promise. And don't lose hope. Be in faith, as God's blessing could be right there, right where you are right now in this new season. Just be patient, just be prayerful, keep declaring favor, keep declaring blessing, keep declaring victory over your life, and you will see breakthrough. I hope you found value in this message. If you do, please give it a like or a thumbs up, and do follow me on social. This is the Christian Geek Dad.